Nani ametaja pale Austin Ogola. Yeah. Je, kama vijana tunafaa tuegemee kwa upande wa serikali ili kubuni sera ambazo zitasaidia vijana, ama vijana sisi wenyewe tujitume? Kwa sababu nikiangalia hapa kwenye hii picha ama posta, nimeona vijana wengi mmefungua mashirika tofauti.
Okay. Swali ni kwangu?
Nataka kusikia kutoka kwa Marion.
Asante sana Bwana Kilovi. Kwa majina naitwa Marion Stechy. Mimi ni mkurugenzi mtendaji mkuu katika shirika ya Walter Okello Mentorship Program, nami pia ni mwalimu wa lugha ya Kimombo. Kwa hivyo taniruhusu nijieleze kwa Kimombo. I totally agree with what he was saying, and ideally that is the bigger picture that we have as a country. And you do realize there is kind of ignorance with understanding what the young people want and how do the skills mismatch really affect us as a country, even the GDP that we contribute to. But I would be so mean if I don't mention that at Walter Okello Mentorship Program, what we do is mentorship. And one of the many things that we do is skill development and mentorship. So we provide free mentorship, career guidance, and technical training in institutions, and for the youth who are recognized by the Constitution of Kenya. So what we do realize that there is a very high level of skills mismatch that the government is not focusing on, that the organizations that are coming on board also are assuming the fact that there is a lot more to be taught, more than what is taught in the universities. There is a lot more of ignorance on practical skills like digital literacy, financial management, and soft skills. And that's how Walter Okello Mentorship Program comes in, because we provide leadership clinics. We do a lot of agricultural trainings on that is geared towards helping the climate change factors. We also do entrepreneurial webinars. We do have webinars. Even if you check our website today, you definitely find something going on. And on 16th, we are on agribusiness webinar. And coming up to 15th, which is the World Youth Skills Day, you ask yourself as a young person, what are you doing? Yes, we are the youth for the youth and by the youth. Myself, I'm a youth, and I'm a CEO, a young CEO in a youthful organization. What are we doing as young people to address the matters of skills mismatch? And if we have these skills, what are we doing? Because we have jobs are present. These jobs are present for us and by us. But again, you do realize we are so many, the demographic does not allow us, everybody to be part and parcel of those jobs. But again, you realize there's a simple, I want to take you back to the statistics that you gave us earlier. We have only 10% of young people in formal employment. Where is the other 90%? And why is the government not talking about it? Why are other people just focusing on the skills mismatch as well? And there is also another aspect of entrepreneurship barriers. Now that we are in this particular organization that deals with that and bridging the gap between the barriers that we have, the high cost of starting a business for the young people. A young person is here on this panel today saying they have a startup. But you do realize from the statistics that we have, CBK 2022 talks about only 30% of youth-led startups survive beyond 3 years. What are we doing about it? Can the government come and say, so we have these people who are registered and legally operating in our country. Is there a formula or a scenario where we can come together and help these young people to keep their startups going? Because you do realize after 3 years, somebody has not really done much. They were still in the stages of making their business. They're still in the stages of just actualizing what they saw in a dream and visualizing everything that is coming on board. And sometimes we do say, my team, I have a very strong team that works towards ensuring that the young people have this knowledge and skills. And from the testaments that we have a lot of success stories, but it's still not enough. We still need to come together and say, we as young people, what are we doing in our voices, in our policy-making tables? You as a young person who is seated in a policy-making table, you as a young person who sits in government. We have young people who sit in government, but they do not speak for our voices. So we need young people to come with consolidated efforts to kill the issue of unemployment in the country. Because you do realize it's not only for Kenya. But if Kenya thrives, then Africa thrives. And that's my take today.
Umetaja hoja nzuri zaidi pale kuhusiana what young people are doing in leadership. Kaka.
Okay, asante sana Paul. Jina langu ni Marion Stechy.
And let me just introduce myself very quickly. My name is Marion Stechy, the former president of the great Kisi University, and of course a graduate with a bachelor's in software engineering, and now working in an organization called the Trueness Project under the Department of Mentorship.